Have you ever climbed a mountain? Maybe you've walked or driven through a valley. Or perhaps you've seen a large flat area called a plain. Each of these places has unique characteristics. What are the characteristics of these places? What makes them different from each other? And what makes them interesting? During the next few minutes, we're going to take a look at these questions as we explore the fascinating features of landforms. If you were to take a day-long drive from your home, you'd probably see lots of different scenery. You might see rolling hills or large mountains, or you might see long stretches of flat land. These are all examples of landforms. A landform is a feature on Earth's surface. Landforms are usually described by their shape. There are many different types of landforms. We'll take a look at a few of them. You may have a landform near your school or home that gently rises above the land around it. This landform is called a hill. Hills are small rises in the land. You might enjoy rolling down grassy hills or sliding down them in winter. You compare. How big is this mountain compared to a hill? The mountain is much bigger than the hill. Mountains are tall landforms with steep sides and pointy tops. This tall rocky mountain is called the Grand Teton. It's located in a mountain range called the Rocky Mountains. Mountain ranges are made up of many mountains over a large area. Mountains are great places to hike, ski, and to view the land below. If you ever have been on top of a mountain and looked beneath you, chances are you peered into a valley. A valley is the lowland between hills or mountains. This famous valley, called Yosemite Valley, is located in California. Notice how it lies between two mountains. Water often rushes down into valleys. A landform that's similar to a valley is a canyon. You describe. Describe the sides of this canyon. The sides of the canyon are very steep. In fact, they're nearly straight up and down. Canyons are narrow valleys with steep sides. You might have heard of the Grand Canyon. It's a large, famous canyon. The Colorado River flows through the bottom of the Grand Canyon. These bison live on a landform called a plain. You describe. Describe how this plain looks. This plain is a large, flat place. Plains cover large areas in the middle of North America. Today, Farmers raise lots of crops and animals on plains. Another landform, called a plateau, consists of relatively flat land that is higher than the land around it. Some plateaus are small. Other plateaus, such as the Colorado Plateau, are huge, covering thousands of square kilometers. These are just a few of the many different kinds of landforms. During the past few minutes, we explored some of the fascinating features of landforms. We began by seeing that landforms are described by their shape. Next, we highlighted some of the different landforms, beginning with hills and mountains. After that, we investigated the characteristics of valleys and canyons. Last, we took a look at plains and plateaus. This completed our fascinating exploration of landforms.